Well, good morning, 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 my friends. What is up? It is your friend and pal Seth. My pronouns are he and they. I want to welcome you into your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. If we're keeping track of the number, guess what we are? Because that's just what we do here. And it's just so freaking fun to do it. It is day number 152 of our morning inspiration videos, 152 videos, y'all. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. All right, I love it. So, in addition to it being day number 152, it is also Monday. It is Monday, y'all. And I like to call Mondays Mindset and Motivation Mondays. So I will take this opportunity to wish you a happy Mindset and Motivation Monday. And I will actually also ask you, how are you going to stay motivated today? What mindset are you going to cultivate for today to have the best and most motivating Monday ever? The most motivating Monday. Oh, I love that. It's a lovely tongue twister there, and I love it. So there we go. All right. So if you watched my evening Inspirational video for Saturday, you know that I actually kind of went back to the basics a little bit. One of the things I actually did last week was I had the amazing opportunity to watch my first ever morning Inspiración video, which I actually did on May 1st. I've been doing these videos since May 1st, and today is September 29th. Cannot believe that. Okay. So what I decided to do is I decided to kind of design the evening Inspiración video in a different, and the same way that I actually did my first ever video. I first started with a quote. I then added in a quote for the day, a song for the day, as well as a journal prompt. So we have number 1, a quote; 2, a song; 3, a journal prompt. So I decided to actually do that for the morning Inspiración video for today. Our quote for the day is: once your mindset changes, everything on the outside will change along with it. And this is by Steve Maraboli. Okay, I said that in a very Italian way. Steve Maraboli. Okay. One of the things that I have found, especially inside of my wellness journey and my healing journey, pretty much, is that I used to think very negatively. I used to go to literally worst case scenario. I would catastrophize like no tomorrow. If you've done anything, with CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, you know a lot about, like catastrophizing. I would catastrophize till the cows come home, like there's no tomorrow and everything. So because I had started doing that, I looked at everything around me as a threat. I looked at everything around me as extremely, extremely negative. And I figured then, and there was no way I could get out of it, pretty much. But one of the things that I have found kind of as I started to kind of move forward in my healing journey is that once my mindset started to change, and once I started practicing like radical acceptance and what we have been talking about within the month of September, which is that circle of control, looking at what I can control and looking what I can't, practicing that RA thing, radical acceptance, it became easier for me to start to shift my mindset to something a lot more open and growing. And once I did that, everything around me, I'm not going to say it got better, but my perspective on it, started to shift. So I find that, using the circle of control and using that RA thing I call the radical acceptance, and finding ways to kind of shift our mindset is really, really important and everything. And it's worked wonders for me. All right. So your song for inspiración, your song for the day, I absolutely love this song. It is Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. If you've not heard this song, if you haven't downloaded the lyrics of this song, what you doing? No, I'm kidding. This is an amazing, amazing song, y'all. Okay, and a big crux of this song is about releasing inhibitions and taking risks and literally writing the next chapter of your life. It's about embracing the unknown future, taking control of our own destiny. Also kind of emphasizing this whole idea of self-empowerment as well, and living life to the fullest. And I think that's what a lot of us want. We want to, to live life to the fullest and everything. I mean, I know I do. Let me know if you're with me on that one. Okay. So, it's an incredibly powerful song. Okay. It really, really is. So our journal prompt for today: what are some words of encouragement that you would give to someone facing a challenge? And then in addition to that, write about a time that you felt proud of your personal growth. And I'm actually going to use this as my journal prompt for today as well. All right. And it's really interesting because I have found that I'm the hardest on myself. I have found normally that we are hardest on ourselves. Can I get an amen? Okay. But when it comes to being able to give advice for others or to helping out other people, that comes a little bit easier to us. It definitely has come a lot easier to myself, to me. Okay. So inside of this journal prompt, if we find that writing about a time we felt proud of our personal growth and everything, that starts to get a little bit difficult, start thinking about some words of encouragement that you would give to somebody else in your own predicament. Okay. And I find that that is something that really has really helped me in the past, because what I ultimately did was I actually started writing love letters. But it's a love letter from me to me in a way and everything. And that was something that really helped me. Figuring out a way to talk to somebody else that I know and that I love, thinking about, that person may be in the same predicament I am. Right about a time I felt proud of myself for something. I'm like, it used to be very hard for me. So I'm like, okay, well, if a friend of mine, was in that same predicament, what would I say to them? And it's something that was really powerful, and it really changed and really shifted perspective for me. All right. So I just kind of wanted to highlight that, and I think that that's something that's really important. So the journal prompt is, what are some words of encouragement you would give to someone facing a challenge, and write about a time that you felt proud of your own personal growth. I will also leave you with, from the Wellness and Life Advice document by Will and Jen, under the heading of Life is Short, 30 tips that explain what really matters. The advice for today is to switch every negative to a positive. And I think this really highlights, the fact that, again, today is Mindset and Motivation Monday. In other ways to kind of shift our mindset, we can do that by changing and figuring out ways to switch things from a negative to a positive. And as I said, when I started figuring out a way to shift something from something that was negative and started to look at it from a different perspective and made it maybe a bit more positive, or was able to find a lesson out of it or a blessing or whatever, it made it a little bit easier for me to navigate when it came to my emotions. It was something that really helped to shift my focus for me. All right. So that will about do it for your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day, my friends. I will say, don't quit before the miracle happens. Look at that little ticker on the bottom. Don't quit before the miracle happens, my babies. Find ways to keep moving forward, because you're amazing. You're worth it. Let's join hands and do this together. Okay? I will also say, stay positive, stay motivated, stay focused on your amazing, huge, big dreams and goals, my friends. All right? Thank you so freaking much, okay, for watching your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. And I will see you. Hey, cutie. Oh, happy Monday, you little cutie. So I'll see you in the morning inspiration video tomorrow, right? Yes. So I will see you in the morning inspiration video for tomorrow.